In November 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT as a free research preview. It secured 1 million users in 5 days and reached an estimated 100 million monthly active users by January, the fastest adoption of a consumer product in history. The software functioned as a highly advanced autocomplete engine. Like a well-read intern who had skimmed much of the public internet, the model predicted the most likely next word in a sequence. While it could generate coherent essays, it frequently hallucinated facts with total confidence. Development accelerated through 2024. Models gained the ability to analyze images, engage in real-time voice conversations, and utilize a thinking mode that allowed the system to work through complex mathematics and logic before generating a response. These reasoning models were accurate, but they were also computationally expensive.
Powering a massive multi-trillion parameter network for every simple query required a volume of compute that was difficult to sustain as a low-cost business model. By 2025, frontier AI shifted away from single monolithic brains. Developers instead began building networks of specialized subsystems that only activated when needed. This mixture of experts architecture functions like an office building. A central router evaluates task complexity, sending it only to specific departments with the answer. By waking up just a small fraction of its massive brain per question, it keeps compute costs manageable. This efficiency allowed OpenAI to introduce scheduled tasks. Rather than waiting for a prompt, ChatGPT could now operate as a proactive employee, monitoring web sources and executing recurring workflows in the background. While this architecture made high-level intelligence viable, OpenAI maintained a premium pricing structure for its flagship tools. This strategy created a financial opening for lower-cost competitors to begin capturing market share. On June 9, 2026, Anthropic released Claude Fable 5. It was engineered for extreme autonomy, demonstrating the ability to perform a code-base migration on a 50 million-line repository in a single day, a task that would typically take a human engineering team months. Within days, researchers discovered that Fable 5 was being used to protect Anthropic's commercial interests. If asked about the specific techniques used to train frontier models, the system would quietly provide inferior, dumbed-down answers to prevent users from building a competitor. Simultaneously, the model's safety filters began flagging benign content. Questions about high school biology or routine healthcare inquiries were incorrectly identified as bioweapon or cybersecurity threats, leading the model to refuse to answer. The situation escalated when researchers at Amazon discovered jailbreaks that could talk Fable 5 past its safety locks. After learning the model could be manipulated to identify software vulnerabilities, Amazon's CEO personally alerted the White House. On June 12, 72 hours after launch, the Department of Commerce issued an emergency directive. They ordered Anthropic to suspend all access to Fable 5 for every foreign national globally. Without a way to verify the citizenship of its entire user base in real time, Anthropic disabled the model for everyone. At a subsequent G7 meeting, French President Emmanuel Macron noted that the US government had demonstrated its ability to turn off the switch on international businesses overnight.
This incident has since accelerated global investments in sovereign AI and open-weight models that operate outside of US corporate control. While rivals struggled with regulations, Google focused on ecosystem ubiquity. Its Gemini models were embedded directly into Workspace and Android, prioritizing frictionless utility within the tools people were already using. xAI's Grok 4.3 took a different approach, leveraging its real-time access to the X platform. This allowed the model to analyze news events and social sentiment the moment they occurred. The primary disruptor in this space, however, was DeepSeek. The Chinese company released its DeepSeek V4 model with an open-weight strategy, giving away the software's actual brain so it could be downloaded and run on local servers. Blocked from buying the latest computer chips, DeepSeek developed architectural workarounds, like a memory module that decouples static facts from reasoning. This allowed them to train frontier-grade models on older, export-compliant hardware. This chart illustrates the price war. Premium American models, like GPT 5.5 and Claude Fable 5, charged between $30 and $50 per million words. DeepSeek V4 Pro entered at 87 cents, matching their reasoning capabilities at a price 50 times cheaper. DeepSeek's combination of open-weight freedom and rock-bottom pricing effectively neutralized US software export controls, shifting the balance of global technological power towards decentralized, local infrastructure. As models became more accessible, the bottleneck shifted to integration.
Connecting a model to an enterprise's data previously required building a custom software connector for every individual app and every individual AI framework. To solve this, the industry adopted the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Often called the USB-C of AI, it provides a universal language that allows any model to plug into any application securely. Through this single connection, an AI can read private resources, execute external tools like emails or cloud deployments, and follow standardized task templates. This protocol has turned language models into contextualized agents. By 2026, AI has transitioned into a digital employee capable of navigating computer interfaces and autonomously executing complex multi-step workflows. This autonomy has fundamentally inverted network security. Because these agents can now initiate their own actions, servers are being forced to trust the logic of a piece of software. Attackers can exploit this through prompt injection, hiding malicious instructions inside a standard document. When the agent reads the document, it can be tricked into using its connected tools to exfiltrate private data or execute unauthorized commands. To counter this, enterprises are layering human-in-the-loop approval processes over their AI workflows, ensuring that an autonomous agent cannot execute a high-stakes command without explicit verification. The AI landscape of 2026 is defined by extreme capabilities and systemic uncertainty. As governments demonstrate a willingness to restrict access to the cloud, the value of interchangeable open-weight models will only grow. Success now depends on building agnostic systems that treat AI not as a permanent partner, but as a replaceable utility.
Praxiotech Research.